Okay, let's take a journey way, way back, long before we had stocks or bonds or even money itself. We're going to explore Earth's original economy, a system that was perfectly balanced and ran for billions of years. So, how did it work? Let's dive in. So, think about this. Before gold, before paper money, before crypto, what do you think was the most valuable currency on the entire planet? Well, it wasn't some shiny metal or a rare jewel. It was actually an invisible gas, the molecule that is, quite literally, the foundation of life itself, carbon dioxide. For billions of years, our planet ran on what you could call the original economy. And it was, for all intents and purposes, a flawless system. It was completely self-sustaining, a natural cycle of exchange. And at the very heart of this huge planetary marketplace, yep, CO2. This right here, this is basically the world's first and maybe its most perfect circular economy. It's so simple and elegant. You had your producers, the plants, breathing in CO2 and breathing out oxygen. And then you had your consumers, the animals, doing the exact opposite. It was this seamless, self-regulating loop that sustained all life. And if you want to take that economy metaphor a little further, think of every single tree as a kind of natural carbon bank, safely storing away this vital currency. And every forest? Well, that was like a massive reserve, meticulously regulating the balance in the atmosphere for millions of years, making sure the whole system stayed stable and prosperous. But, of course, this perfect equilibrium, it wasn't going to last forever. The system that had supported life for eons was about to get a major shock, a great disruption that would throw everything out of balance. This timeline really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? For millions of years, the natural carbon cycle just worked. Then, around 1760, the Industrial Revolution kicks off. And in what is just a blink of an eye in geologic time, we've pumped CO2 levels up to a point the planet hasn't seen in nearly 1 million years. It's staggering. So the bottom line is, we broke the system. Our modern economy unlocked all this stored carbon and released it so fast that the planet's natural safety nets, the forests and the oceans, they just got completely overwhelmed. They can't absorb the surplus anywhere near fast enough, and that leftover carbon is what's warming our world. But here's the thing, the story doesn't end there. Not at all. Out of this crisis, a totally new way of thinking is starting to take shape. We're beginning to build an economy based not just on what we take, but on what we can restore. This quote just nails it. For centuries, our idea of value was tied to production, making more and more stuff. But as we're seeing the consequences, we're starting to realize that true long-term value might actually come from healing and rebuilding the very systems we all depend on. And that brings us to this idea of a carbon economy. So what is it? It's basically a system that flips the script on what we consider valuable. Instead of just rewarding production, it rewards actions that actually help the planet, pulling carbon out of the air, storing it safely, and restoring our ecosystems. It's about aligning our money with the health of the Earth. Now, I know this might sound a little abstract, but it has really tangible, real-world applications. In fact, it's a system that you, personally, can be a part of. So let's look at how a simple tree becomes a genuinely valuable asset in this new economy. I mean, just look at this. A single tree is an absolute powerhouse of restoration. It's not just sucking in CO2. It's releasing the oxygen we breathe. It's cleaning the air. It's helping conserve water. And it's creating a home for countless other species. It's a living, breathing engine of restoration. Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? It really comes down to 3 simple steps. 1, you plant a tree, or even a whole mini forest. 2, you use a platform to tag it, giving it a unique digital identity. And 3, you get to watch it grow and, crucially, measure its actual real-world impact on removing carbon. And you can really level this up. Instead of just one tree, you can create what's called a mini forest. This is a cool method where you use dense planting with native species. The result? These little forests can grow up to 10 times faster. They soak up way more carbon, and they bring back local biodiversity much, much quicker than just planting trees the old-fashioned way. And this is where it all clicks into place. The carbon that your tree or mini forest captures, that's a real measurable thing. And in this new carbon economy, that verified carbon removal can actually be turned into a new kind of value, like a digital environmental asset. Your act of restoration becomes something tangible and rewarding. So, this isn't just a story about trees or some abstract economic theory. It's really a story about our future and the role that every single one of us can play in building what comes next. What's so amazing about this is how technology is making it accessible to pretty much everyone. Digital platforms can make the whole process transparent and easy to scale up, from the moment a tree is planted to measuring its impact. It empowers anyone, anywhere, to be an active part of creating a carbon neutral world. And this is the key takeaway. When you plant and tag a tree, you're doing way more than just a good deed for the environment. You are actively investing in this new economy of restoration. You're becoming a direct stakeholder in building a healthier, more sustainable future for all of us. So, Earth's original economy, that was built by nature, perfected over billions of years. The next one, the one we desperately need, that has to be built by us, consciously, deliberately. It starts with simple actions and powerful new ideas. So the only real question left is, what will you contribute?